Hey everybody, Zodin's back in the house, and this is Bottoms Up Podcast, episode 26, and we're always drunk on games. Let's introduce our...
A little bit more drunk on that.
Yeah, with...
And
no one
it
even
feels
knows
so
any
good!
of that stuff. Way to introduce yourselves before I even say your names.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's going to be a odd
As you can
podcast,
tell,
that's all I'm
everyone's
saying.
here today, but they all seem to introduce themselves, so I'm just gonna let them all... No, I better do it in order, so it doesn't...
It's just like, I better do it.
Alright. Original cast, Blue Blazing Demon,
I'm not important. It's okay. Move on to the next one.
and TM Sonic.
You see my butt cheeks?
Nope.
It still
We
doesn't.
got our newbies,
I say,
Helpinator.
Am I still to your fingertip right?
Sure. And...
please don't put
Shots
Chris
Rocks.
behind. Please don't put Chris behind.
And he's still behind Blue.
No.
Oh god.
No.
Oopsie. Yes. That's going in. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Yo guys, guess what it was from? It was from Uzu.
That's pretty funny, actually.
He's like, come back,
You
please.
guys don't understand. I'm alright.
I'll fix...
So,
Okay.
today's podcast is a special E3 edition. It'll be a pre-E3. We'll talk about what we know. We'll talk about what we want. And that's pretty
We'll talk about what we don't know either.
Pretty much
too,
it.
you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what what we want thing is. But
E3 is in 3 days. 2. Oh my god, 2. 2. It's 2. Yeah.
what is it? Monday?
Yay
Well,
for
it's only
counting.
one for them because the podcast was a
Well, for us it's 2.
Thank you for dating
free
this.
Sunday.
Okay. Well,
Blue,
I don't know why you guys keep that facade.
because that's how it works.
I'm just giving you shit. Come on, let's go.
Blue, give us some plugs.
Alright, hey everybody. I'm just going to recommend to go to BOTemzUp.webs.com. It has an amazing website. It looks really odd with its blue lightning and the like purplish red like time warpy background, but it's really good,
retro
I
as
promise.
fuck, guys.
There's an awesome forums. It's got the nice during E3. Come chat us up there. There'll also be some topics popping up here and there as things get announced.
and if you want to
guys
know
gonna
when
enjoy?
the streams are gonna be, subscribe our channel, which you probably already have done. Good for you. We'll let you know.
Podcast, no, I don't say live podcast. A live kind of brief podcast at a roughly, what is it? Right after the Nintendo one on Tuesday. So, and that'll be on, what's it called? I don't know what's the name of it.
Mixler?
Mixler.
I was going to talk
Yeah,
about
we'll be
Mixler
doing
a
all
little
of
bit
this
in detail after you were done.
Okay. I was just kind of mentioning it, that's all. So, let's let Odin go into his little details.
That's it
Go
for
it.
Yeah, make sure you go bombsup.webs.com because, yeah, you want to post in those forums because there's going to be a bunch of information on E3 as soon as it comes into play. What the heck?
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Keep
Okay.
going.
So we've been using, or at least I tried this new service called Mixler, and it lets us stream audio, and it's audio only, and it's for free, and it works pretty well. So, the Monday of E3, I'm gonna be around all day, or I'll try to be around all day, and before and after every, conference, I'm probably gonna stream about 15-20 minutes with whoever the group is around at the time, and you can either chat on there, on Mixler, or you can chat on the Bottoms Up chat and go box. Either one's fine, but as long as you're listening to it, it'll be good. I might also stream the audio of the actual conferences through that as well, in case you're not watching and you can only listen to it. But I think it's mixer.com/bottomsup. I think that's right. I'm gonna check that out right now, actually. Yeah, it is mixer.com/bottomsup. So you just check us out right there.
Okay, Chris, please talk.
Yo.
Better mute yourself. Oh, my lord.
Sorry. I think
Oh,
you know what I know. I think I know what happened.
See, okay, so I went to mute myself because I had to, like, itch my ear.
This really doesn't matter. Just fix the problem.
This is real meta shit. I don't know how to fix it.
It just fixed itself. Let's just go.
Anyways.
I'm sorry, I had no reaction for the waterfall that all of a sudden plagued my speakers. So
Okay,
It's like all of a sudden we were doing a podcast by Niagara Falls.
we're almost in Canada, guys.
Chris is basically in Niagara Falls, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, man. Maybe you guys were here in Niagara Falls. I don't think.
Oh, I hear. Okay, anyway, can I say something?
Yeah. No, you can't. No. Let's move
Okay,
on.
well, I know you're the host, but this isn't a normal podcast. If you guys have never heard this before, we normally do these generic sections that are very generic. There are standard ones.
TM likes making fun of me for. I appreciate that.
Yep, no problem. We normally do these actual other segments, but today is just an E3 one.
Didn't I mention that already?
You did. I'm clarifying that this isn't the normal thing,
Okay.
and we're skipping a lot of what we usually do.
Well, I would hope not, because that
Yeah.
would be pretty boring.
What, you telling me in October you're not like, woo, E3, 6 months away. Yes,
It's
I can't wait
8.
for it. Is it
Do
8
your
October?
math, you dummy.
Yeah.
So TM just ran us down
That'd
with
be
the rundown,
I was
because that's pretty much it. It's just E3.
I was kind
Hey, how about
I was
that?
kind of hoping that we'd have a what you're playing section because like I wanted to see how much my
Oh,
list has.
by the way-
Well,
because I'm still playing the same games.
Too bad.
By the way,
He's Big Boss.
that's what it says.
Well, whatever.
There's a difference.
No.
There's a difference.
He's Snake. They said he's Snake. That's what they said.
Hey guys.
Anyway, wanted to point that out because
I mean, kind of does.
you're still gonna have Snake.
TM, usually you finish the sentence.
Well. Oh.
Today he doesn't want to.
Well, I was kind of like,
The floor is
help. You
open.
kind of jumped a couple things there, but all right.
No, I just wanted to point that out
Odin,
because I
take
didn't think it was
control
important.
of your hosting. Go.
Okay, so before we talk about specific games we're going to be seeing at E3, there's a couple subjects that came up during the week that really need to be discussed before E3 happened. I guess I shouldn't put Xbox One versus PlayStation 4 first.
It should have been Xbox.
Yeah,
Bone.
this
Should
first
have been
big
Xbox
thing
Bone
here
versus
is
PS4.
is the X-Boned, or the Xbox One. It was confirmed, it was rumored and semi-confirmed, but now it's officially confirmed. The Xbox One must connect online once every 24 hours, or you can't play it.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Or if
Doesn't have internet, which
Or
I've
if you're
done,
in the
you know, you go to a
military.
cabin. Or in the
Or if you live on
military.
Pluto.
or if you live on Pluto. Yeah. Microsoft does not want you playing their system unless you have the internet. Which
Or on Earth.
Oh, also, they don't want you giving away your games either. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
You can
cannot-
give it away once, but that whoever gets
You never get it
get back.
Wait,
Yeah.
GameStop's probably like,
No. Basically, it's okay. I'm gonna go do a small rundown. So, first thing, there was an article that came out this week that basically
within the
said,
rundown?
yeah, rundown within the no, we're not in the
Rundown section.
We're in something else. Anyways, but it's everything. So yes, the 24-hour connect. Also, a thing that you have to take note that they did announce one really cool feature. No matter what Xbox you're on, you automatically have your library. That's pretty cool. Like, you can use your library, like if I were to go to Chris or TM's house, I'd have my library here at home to play. But if I want to play, I have to be connected to the internet once every hour then, if I'm not on my normal box. That's something
so
to take note
the
of.
games are installed and you don't need the disc anymore?
Right.
Even if you're on a different
It's like a computer.
if you're on a different
You're
Xbox,
getting a computer.
you stream to that Xbox?
Yep.
That's not
Yeah. I said.
okay, that
But the fact that I can only play it once an hour if it's a single-player game kind of sucks. But anyways. The big thing that really drove a nail into me was obviously the when you go to get the used game policy. So I'm a big supporter of an extra money going to the developer and publisher when I buy a used game, because I'd rather give my money to them than the retailers. Let's just be honest. Screw GameStop.
Games, screw them.
Yeah. I'll give my money to the developer. So I'm not too irritated by that. And no,
I don't know. It
GameStop's
depends if
not
it's
boned.
Capcom.
Oh, nah. GameStop is not going to get boned. They're just going to have to put like an extra charge fee on it. That'll eventually go on us.
They're gonna get
yeah.
explode.
Well, hold
Which
on.
sounds bad,
Hold
because
on.
we
If
might
it's-
end up paying like $70, $80 for new games.
So hold up. If it's like a CD that they can perhaps maybe download could they put a new installation thing on it maybe?
Yeah. What ends up happening is that the retailers, select retailers can do used games. It's whatever the publisher chooses gets to do it. So they have to go. So in order for a retailer to even be able to trade in, you're going to have to look for every single game you have. You have to look up where you can trade it in. Now, I'm going to lay money. GameStop's going to be on that list no matter what. So if you trade into GameStop, you're fine. But if you go to trade in like a local game store, you're screwed. You're honestly screwed, which really sucks. So it's just going to force you to go to GameStop even more. So it actually kind of helps GameStop in its own rights.
Screws over all the mom and pop shops.
Right. So,
Mom and pop.
and,
What the heck is that? I'm sorry.
Anyways.
I might...
I've never heard of that in my life.
I have it. It's basically a small business, somebody that's just owned by a mom or a dad. Mom
What's
and
so
pop.
bad about that?
What? No, I said they're going to get screwed over because they're not going to be on that select retailer list. Those who own like a video game store, and that's just a single chain.
The guys who own like the Pawn Stars show. They're good.
Right,
They're
right,
gonna
that
get-
kind of stuff.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yep. And then,
How
then,
funny would that be if they were one of the selected
You want to
retailers?
sell your game stores?
That'd be
Come
fun.
on in. We'll buy it at a high price.
right, basically.
Well,
Anyways,
I'm sorry.
and then the last bit they threw in.
What are you
is that
selling?
You cannot lend or borrow your games to anybody. And I say that the way it is, but they're looking at options for the future, a model for the future for that. I don't know why they haven't
Well,
looked at
they're
it now,
not.
but whatever. Anyways, but to a friend. Well, there's two restrictions to that. One, that friend has to be on your Xbox Live account for 30 days, at the very minimum. And two, you can only give it to one person ever.
And whoever
Ever.
gets it can't give it.
Yep, they can't give it away.
Watch Xbox pull this thing where you can pay $10 to get another licensing for it.
Actually, now that I think about that, they didn't say ever to that word. So that might be that I can lend it once, and then that resets when I get that game from somebody.
No,
might.
they
Maybe you
said
have to
no.
put it
They
back in
did.
your
They said it
Xbox.
can only be sent. It can only be given once. That's
Okay.
what it said.
Well,
Yeah, that's
it makes
kinda
more
stupid.
sense if it reset. You only had one counter, and then as soon as you put it back in your Xbox and play it once, you get that thing back.
Right.
That makes
It wouldn't be that difficult. But anyways, we're not going to
It's
get
all-
into that little small
I mean,
detail.
It's all about DRM. That's what it is. It's
Mhm.
what it all
It's all
boils
about the
down
DRM.
to. It's all about
You want to
them
be able to
worrying-
control it.
Yeah, so it's kind of
So
it sucks. It's SimCity.
it sucks as a
all over
consumer.
again.
Yep. And then the big thing is that Kinect is not always on. It's always listening, but it's not always
It's
on.
always listening and watching.
It's no, it's
It's
not
Big
watching,
Brother!
It's just listening. It's just listening.
Surveillance system.
That just bothers me. That whole system bothers me.
The government wants to watch you get naked.
Unless
Conspiracy theories, conspiracy theories.
unless Rad Gravity 2 comes out exclusively for Microsoft Xbox One, I'm not getting it probably.
Yeah.
There's one potential seller for me. One.
There is one.
But
Yep,
But
that's one for me.
it's very,
I'm not.
No.
I'm gonna wait till it comes out, and I'm gonna wait to see what's up. And that's the only
Is
one
it-
that's
is
getting
it-
me. There's only
Is
two.
it what, is
Two
what
that might
TM's
get me.
talking about?
It's probably there's
Is
two,
it the-
but one hasn't been announced.
Okay,
the
we'll
other
get
one-
What
it.
is
We'll
it?
get no. We'll get it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it when we get to the games part.
Okay. Okay. So all I have to say though, before we leave this, it's a nice intro into the next part. So just to bring up the PlayStation 4, if the PlayStation 4 has any of these policies, I've even told this to TM, I am very scared for the future if PS4 has any similar policies. And it will most likely be that Blue only goes PC and Nintendo, if that happens.
You know what's bad that I really think? There's this huge console war between Xbox and PlayStation, and like Nintendo's like,
Just
hey,
holds their own.
we exist,
They just hold
right?
their own. They just hold their own.
But like I feel like this upcoming generation, I'm like, am I going to get the Xbox or the new PlayStation? And I'm not even thinking about Wii U. And I don't know why at this point, because it sounds really silly.
Because there's no games.
Right.
There's no games right now.
I'm really worried about video games in the next generation.
Yeah?
We might be on the verge of losing them on consoles.
Or at least a big bomb.
Like, I might have to invest into a good PC.
I'm glad I have my good PC.
Cause, like, seriously, like, I'm kind of worried. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I told TM that the other night that I'm very worried. I'm very scared. Because I've seen these policies pop up. As a consumer, I'm not going to get bent over by a company. That's just how it is. I just won't give them my money.
See, it's kind of bad.
They can't pick me up and ass rape me without at least a courtesy lick first. It's just not going to happen that way.
It just seems bad that the only reason I'm drawn to the PlayStation 4 is that I don't like the things on Xbox. Not that I'm drawn to things about the PlayStation, or even its games.
Oh, there's some of the PlayStation 4 stuff I'm drawn to, but that's just because I'm a PlayStation person.
On either system. I know
Knack.
E3 hasn't
Knack.
happened yet, that's why we're here.
Knack is the only game that's got me really excited.
So if the
That
PS4 doesn't have similar policies to the Xbox One, does that make the PS4 the default winner for next gen, essentially?
For hardcore, yes. For mainstream, I can't answer that.
I mean...
See, that's how can people even support that? It just seems ridiculous.
Not a lot of people do.
Like, honest. I think I told this to TM earlier. I don't know if I told this to anyone else. I went to, like, the official, like the reveal video for Xbox, and there's, for likes and dislikes, it's literally half. That's huge.
And I went to,
that means there's legitimately people not liking it. A lot of them.
And I was just on Game...
Yeah, and
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Health.
Well,
Go
on
ahead, Chris, help talks.
God, I didn't say a fucking word.
well, it was me talking anyway. Okay, on Screw Attack, they did they were doing a poll of who likes X. People who voted think Xbox One is the worst console ever devised.
I don't think it's the worst console ever devised. That to me still holds probably to the Atari J. Yeah, no, the CDI, the Philips CDI.
I was on...
probably sits in that.
Yeah, I would agree.
I was on
CDI.
Game FAQs the other day, and I was like looking around, and like they have their like premium like forum topics at the bottom. If you ever go there, they have like their most current and most visited. Well, there was this Xbox One, and I checked out the whole forum. No one likes it. 90% is against it.
Again, this is the hardcore talking. And see, I've always said, what I've been saying since the Xbox got announced is that, yes, I see what Microsoft's doing. You have to target mainstream. I understand that tidbit of information. But
do it later.
Not for the first year. Not for the first year.
Do you know what
First year's all about the hardcore. After that, it's all mainstream. I understand that. What?
That might actually become a paperweight in the future. Like
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Xbox, internet's not supported on it anymore, right?
Nope.
And the
not
Xbox
really.
One must be connected once every 24 hours. What happens when the Xbox 2, or whatever they friggin' call it, comes out, and they're like, we're gonna stop supporting Xbox One online. Oh, you mean the thing you need to actually play the thing?
Well, I hope they send a patch that just lets you play your games then.
That's really
not all
far
games
down the
will
line,
work
though.
because
I know.
something that's really cool that they haven't announced about the Xbox One, and I have to give kudos to Microsoft about. So developers can tap into the Microsoft servers for power. You know how Blizzard does Diablo 3. So you could have 3/4 of your power on the Microsoft server. And this is why it actually ties into Odin, is when that happens, and if they do give us a patch, those games that are using that server power, what happens?
Gone.
It's gone. You can't play that game anymore, period.
I really don't.
It puts a shelf life. There's a shelf life now on games.
Yeah.
I won't collect. Honestly, I am very scared to not even collect in the next generation.
So,
It's scary to think about because it's become so accustomed to it.
Taking the collection out of it.
like people still collect old games. Like
Yeah.
this will be like literally the newest thing, and
The reason you pay so much for a game, and we were okay with paying so much for a game, was the shipping, the handling, the case, the manual, etc., etc. But if everything becomes a digital download and you're still paying the same price, why are you still paying the same price? Shouldn't it be a little bit discounted,
Right.
at least?
Right.
yeah, and there's
I
like
agree.
not even
I
manuals
agree.
included anymore. So those are definitely.
Well, for some games, they actually include the manual, like, in the game. Like, I know for EA, they actually include it in the pause menu. For
But
like,
that's, for me, opening a case and seeing a game.
Yes, but you're
it's-
not printing that out, Chris.
I know. I'm just saying, like, there's
TM, we'll
manuals.
get back to you. Sorry, I was interrupting because that.
There's still like
So
a
go for it.
manual in the game though as well. So.
Part of the best
Yeah.
part about one of the best parts about opening a new game, or any game for that matter, is seeing the manual in it. When I opened Resident Evil, when Odin told me there was no manual, I'm like, are you serious? Not even like a little thing just to notify that.
It's a sheet of paper. It's a sheet
Paper
of
that
paper.
tells you to download.
Well,
it.
that's what Call of Duty's turned into. Just as soon as you open it, it's just a sheet now.
Same with all the EA Sports games.
Stupid. I hate the direction gaming's going. I love what Nintendo's doing.
I do.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: since go ahead.
Go for it. No, you go for it. Al.
Okay, so I would argue that since Madden's coming out every single year, all the sports games are coming out every single year, and a Call of Duty's coming out every year, they just figure people already know how to play.
Well, you can't do that because there's always going to be newcomers to your franchise.
Nintendo.
I don't know. Nintendo, I'm going to say what TM's probably going to say. Nintendo is just... I'm very scared like Odin is for Nintendo. But I'm also not afraid. I feel this E3 and this upcoming winter is going to be a lot different than people think. Nintendo's sales jumped 800% in Europe when the Xbox One was announced.
And Sony stock just kept flying.
And Sony stock went way up. That tells me something that, yeah, the people are going to be there. I don't think the Xbox One has turned into the PS3 of last generation. It's just how it is.
Microsoft's new Sega.
Oh, so should we expect Microsoft to be like, the price for this system is $699.99?
No, because they're not.
According to 33% of people, the Xbox One is going to be the new CDI. So
I'm afraid. I'm
It's
not
gonna be the
afraid,
next
but I think it will
Dreamcast.
bomb. I
I
think
think
the Xbox One is probably going to be Microsoft's one of their biggest mistakes.
and it's
I hope
funny
Microsoft
because
does
it's like,
bomb it.
LOL, we'll just fall back on PC gaming.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I like what Nintendo's doing. They're keeping it simple. It's all about the games. Yeah, the Netflix is there. Yeah, the Miiverse is there. But what is it truly about?
I mean, it's also about the community as well. I feel like they've got a good
But-
mix going for them, like the social aspects.
But
as
they're
well as
not doing the
gaming.
whole online thing, which I like. I mean, I can take my Wii U to my dad's house who doesn't have internet. I can play it no problem.
See, perfect example, everyone. If TM gets an Xbox One, he will only be able to play it, like, what, half the time?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, right now it'd be about that, so. I don't know. It's a scary time. Yeah.
You know what's funny? All this talk about all this like online stuff and not wanting to be online, and then I realize all the hate the Wii Mini got because it can't go online. But is that so bad, really, now at this point?
Well, no, it's not that. It's humans like choice, okay? I want to be able to choose what I want to do. You cannot tell me, no, you can't be offline. No, you can't go online. It's just give me the choice. It's not the difficulty. It's a switch. On, off.
And not only that, but
By the way,
removing the
as a little
Wi-Fi
side
from
note,
the Wii Mini thing, that negates a lot of the features that the Wii held. So
Yeah, that was his
Yeah.
big issue.
That was how they
Though,
got it
by
so
the way-
cheap, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But, by the way, did you happen to pick up a Wii Mini?
Oh, I didn't.
Shut up.
should we probably?
I might,
You should have gotten the Canadian Red.
I still have
Yeah,
it. It's still
I-
my Best Buy.
I might ask you to pick me one up, and when the price starts falling, let me know. Because I do want one.
Want it? Just, as like a little portable,
have-
like,
A little
Like
portable
Wii- like-
paperweight.
there's tons of Wii single-player games to play, like, that I have.
You know, like
Small
Wii
Pop
Sports,
Galaxy
Wii
or
Resort.
Mario Galaxy.
Regardless, I don't, I just like how it looks, I'll be honest. I do
like how it
I
looks.
like the
I like
Wii
that it's a
Mini
top
look.
loader.
It looks cool.
Yeah, and actually when it starts falling,
Why? Can you guys not get them there? Oh, is it? Okay. I'll be your dealer, I guess, for the Wii Mini.
So we
I
should
got a
probably
fresh
move on to the
shipment
most
in.
important part
Wii
about
Minis.
E3.
To sum up, I think we're all pretty much on the PlayStation 4.
To sum it
even
up,
that.
I'm on the Wii U.
I'm on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes!
I'm on-
Yes!
that wasn't even the thing. We were already on the Wii U.
Look at this.
I've been
Hey.
on the
There.
Wii U, brother.
Hey guys,
Look,
we're
we're
on
saving
this.
money.
Listen to this for a sec, okay? E3 topic. Xbox One versus PlayStation 4. Winner, Wii U. I'm sorry.
I really think Nintendo's gonna come out. They're gonna have the software this year, and they're gonna win E3.
Yeah,
I'm putting my foot down. They're gonna unload guns.
Microsoft's like, we got 15 new IPs, and Hill's gonna be like, we already had those 15 new IPs, plus we're gonna add more stuff. So screw you. We'll up the ante.
We should probably talk about the games here, though.
Well, before we get to that, one thing that was briefly mentioned, Konami had their pre-E3,
I still gotta watch that.
the pre-E3
One
Konami
million
Direct.
troops.
I don't know what the heck it's called, but
1 million troops.
they talked about 3 games. There was PES Soccer,
Wow.
PES, which is their soccer game.
Yeah.
What about Dance Central?
There was what was it? The Dance Dance Revolution School Edition.
Oh.
Yeah,
But did you have to dance?
that was to help kids get in shape.
But anyway,
there was Castlevania, and they announced the sequel, Lords of Shadow 2. But the big thing that came out of that was Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain, right?
Yep.
Kiefer Sutherland is going to be the voice of Snake, aka Big Boss, in this game.
well, I like what you said yesterday to me, and I thought that was very, like,
Possible?
that was very possible the way you said that, and you should probably say that.
Okay, well, people are kind of really mad that David Hayter isn't going to be the voice of Snake.
Big Boss.
But of
Don't
Snake.
confuse them, Big Boss.
No,
No,
of Snake.
he's right. Well,
Okay, this is what they said. Okay, they said Kiefer Sutherland is Snake because you play as Snake in the game. Yes, he is. He will eventually be Big Boss, but in this moment in time, he is still Snake. So I feel like in this game,
Are you sure?
this will show.
It looks like
yes,
he's older.
Yeah, but
No,
he's
he
still
looks
Snake.
both
He hasn't
ages. There's
become Big
both.
Boss yet.
Did you remember when
He's-
he's in the hospital? He's kind of younger compared to when he is
Right.
on the motorcycle.
I saw lots of good arguments for this. He'll become Big Boss, and obviously, how Solid Snake was made, he's cloned or what. Because he hasn't really denied that he's not in the game. He
He's
hasn't
been
really said
pretty
anything
nonchalant
like that.
about it.
Yeah, he's been like had these cryptic tweets and stuff. He changed his Twitter picture to Kiefer Sutherland, which was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
But like, someone,
this is
the
called-
best argument that was brought up was it would be so stupid if you see Solid Snake, you see him get cloned in this game, possibly, right? And they both have the same voice. That would be absolutely retarded, right?
Because they
Yeah.
don't have the same voice.
So-
Maybe as a young, but
Right. So Kiefer Sutherland would be Big Boss, and then David Hayter would be Snake, and that's completely fine.
gonna
with
blow
me.
your mind. It'll
He-
blow your mind when you play it then.
Yeah. Like, and I'd be completely fine with that. And I mean, Keith Sutherland, he's got a cool voice and everything like that. He said he's not a gamer and he knows the character. I think that's a load of BS, to be honest. But that's fine. I mean, he's an actor and he can do voices, so I don't know. I'm just
the Metal Gear franchise is pretty movie-like, so I bet a lot of filmmakers.
To
look
be
at it.
fair, it is, but Metal Gear Solid 4 came out around the time of PlayStation 3 coming out.
2007.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like Snake has been very relevant lately.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, and he did not, during the entire conference, mention David Hayter's name once. Just saying.
No, and him, I loved the way he did Moby Dick Studios, was it? Whatever. Everyone knew it was fake. He loves to troll. He is the definition of a Japanese troll, and he's
He just
really
sits
good
under
at
the
it.
bridge.
Japanese are
He
very
sits
good
on the
trolls.
bridge waiting for Billy Goats to come by. He's like,
He's my idol.
He is so good, and I love his stories. Oh my god, they're
You
so
are
good.
right. When in that little interview thing, he didn't once mention David Hayter, like, oh, we replaced him for this region. He didn't say that.
So there's been no confirmation that he's not in the game. There's not once been said that. So
They just brought him in, he said,
Hold on.
to
They just-
add a bit of Aiden
but
experience.
speaking
to-
of their Pre-E3 thing, is there like a new trailer for it, or is it the same one they've been showing?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
I can't remember if it was. I don't think it was an actual trailer. They just showed it.
I bet
It
you
was
there's
just a big
gonna-
interview with Kiefer Sutherland and.
So, are they
Yeah,
having anything new, like another, like a conference at E3, or are they done?
No, Konami always does their pre-E3.
Okay.
They might they might have Metal Gear Solid 5 there, and then they'll
Can you
go into
imagine
more
a
detail.
trailer with, like, Kiefer Sutherland playing him and stuff? But
It-
then, Solid Snake comes at the very end after the title and says, thought it was gone, huh? Or something like that. I don't know,
pretty
something
cool.
that shows he's still there. It makes
I don't know.
fans go,
Yeah.
what? You know.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I'm just going to throw this now out for E3, since we were kind of talking about the press conferences. 4 Nintendo press conferences day one.
Is there?
Tuesday has 4 press conferences in it.
What
For them.
times?
I only knew about the one direct.
Yeah, there's only one direct.
Wrap up here, I'll get up the specific
Is it on
list.
that one website?
Well, if you just go to Nintendo
Okay,
E3.
before
so
we get
E3.
before you start that, let's
Yeah,
just sum up
yeah.
this before we get into the games part. So, Kiefer Sutherland is the new Snake, but we're calling it now that it's very possible David Hayter will still be in the game as Solid Snake.
Plot twists, plot holes.
You heard it here
Spoiler
first.
alert.
First.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
All right,
One
so
second
let's.
here.
Exclusive
Yeah.
news.
And if it doesn't
So
happen,
basically-
it should, because I mean, it sounds pretty cool.
If it doesn't happen, we're still right.
I mean,
It's
it
an
seems like a
unlockable.
likely story. I'm kind of sad that Odin kind of thought about that, because now it's like, now I can't.
When it happens, your mind's not
like
going to
you
be blown.
blew my
Well,
mind.
think about Metal Gear Solid, right? Like Solid Snake and Liquid Snake don't have the same voice, right? Because it'd be retarded.
Well, they don't need the same voice.
Right.
They're different people, technically. One's supposed to be dominant, one's supposed to be
Boom.
obsessive.
They're still clones, and they have different voices. So, same deal. Same deal here.
Okay.
Alright. Well, let's get onto these press conferences, because let's all admit, this is what we're excited for. This is our Christmas in June.
Man, I wanted
June,
to say
it's
it
called
like
July,
that
but
too. Man, dude, you
I
this
know.
Thing.
Here, I'll
no,
let you
no, go.
I'm so excited.
No, that's fine. Like
Can
that's
I-
what I was
can I
gonna. I was
throw
gonna say
something
something
up real
along
quick?
those lines. So that's good.
I want to throw something up.
Yeah?
So Nintendo says they're going to announce all the best, or they already did, but they're announcing the games that are going to be playable at certain Best Buys around the country. Well,
I can't go to it.
you can't.
I have to go to Chicago to do it.
Ew.
Is it only United States?
Yeah.
Is it Canada?
Nope, they announced the Canada locations. You can look them up later.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably stupid, like Toronto or something. I don't know.
Probably. Either way, and go to Nintendo's thing, look at Best Buy or whatever, and then see if you...
The Best Buy, I was looking it up. They don't even have one at Pittsburgh. That's one of the biggest cities on the East.
Regardless, they're only doing select, so if you're curious and you want to play one and you live in a big city, check near you. So.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
post
and
a link in
also
the show
Nintendo.
notes.
Yeah, Nintendo. What are those? The Nintendo shops or whatever? What Nintendo?
World.
It's
Nintendo World. Thank you. Those will have them too. So if you have a Nintendo World near you, there you go. So, but
Game time.
never even
So should we
never
just
even
go
heard
through
of
these?
Nintendo World before. So
You haven't?
That's
Oh, it's a pretty.
No.
I really want to go to one.
Oh, I want to. They have a talking Mario.
Yep.
A talking
I
Mario.
don't give a fuck about talking Mario.
No, Charles Martin is behind the thing and he talks to you. But yeah, there's games that we should probably talk about.
Man, living in the States must be cool sometimes.
Living in Canada.
Represent!
Canada,
Alright, so
we
we
get
going
secondhand
cross-platform
stuff.
first?
Cross-plat. We can talk about anything. I just put these games here. I put a basically I have this list here that I made up for that we're all reading off of games that will be guaranteed at E3. But this is
Okay.
really open
Alright.
floor. We can.
I just want to go through each press
We can-
conference and
Let's
give our
start off
thoughts
with
on predictions
Microsoft
and what
because, to be honest, Microsoft really doesn't look interesting at all to me.
Oh,
It
I
does
guess we
to
could
a
go through the press
degree.
conferences. I never really thought about that. But okay.
okay. My thoughts is that once
I mean,
They're
I'm not
climbing.
gonna.
What did you see of it? Of a bridge breaking
I mean, the
apart.
graphics look.
Like what? It's pre-rendered.
Yeah.
It's pre-rendered. There is no the graphics.
Fuck you and everything you stand for.
It's a pre-rendered bridge breaking
Fuck
apart.
everything you stand for.
Like it could have been so much cooler. I was like, what is this game? I don't even know what I do in it. I watch a bridge break
You
apart.
break quantum. You break quantum. What more do you want?
that's not even a
what
sentence.
more do you want?
Like I guess that was my issue with the whole Microsoft press conference. It's like, yes, we're gonna show a new game. I see a little girl in normal video footage for half of it, and then the other half I see a pre-rendered scene of a bridge breaking apart.
That's all I needed to just be enthralled. I was like, oh my god, I want to know why that little girl is there.
Anyway, moving forward, we could also. I'm gonna slap this on to Sony as well. But
Wait, we're jumping to
with
Sony
the-
already? I didn't even get to say anything.
no. This one statement I'm making it about both Sony and Microsoft, is that with what they're promising, at least we haven't seen Sony's box yet, but what's better? Then what is the price tag? And I feel like both of them are very afraid to say what their price tag is. Sony, I think, is in a better position to be able to say what their price tag is. People are going to be throwing shit at them.
You see, 500 is like pretty low if we're talking about old Sony, because remember there was a huge thing with
Yeah.
the PlayStation 3.
They
Launched at
don't make that
$599
mistake.
US, and you know the crowd was like,
What?
Actually, their price was equal to $750 US.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yeah.
You got one.
Oh god,
I
Jesus!
don't know.
Get bent.
Microsoft, TM showed
A photo.
consumer photo. It's got
And
a
it-
couple of games that
Okay, here,
There-
can I...
you can. Well, it doesn't matter. They can't.
Oh,
see
wait,
it.
I know it a little bit better. So, there
Wait,
was this
you
leaked
mean the one
photo one day, it was sometime earlier this week, and it looked like a bunch of exclusives, including like Dead Rising 3, it looked like Halo 5, but then they had a Banjo Kazooie one. It's called Banjo Kazooie Grunny Land. And then they had this Halo Spartan Assault game or something like that. And none of these were really announced except for that Quantum Break. Well, the very next day, Microsoft announced that Halo Assault, which gives the photo a bit more
It
credit.
didn't say Halo Assault on that photo,
It
sir.
did.
It said Halo
It
5.
did.
No, there was
No,
a
there was two of
Halo.
them.
No, it had
There was two of them.
Spartan
Yeah,
Assault,
There was two of
and
them
that's
there.
what they announced.
Yeah, so there was a leaked photo that basically that came out before
The announcement.
the announcement of.
Right.
So it's possible it's legit. There was some other good stuff on there too. What was it? Fable 4 was on there.
Fable, 4.
I don't have hope for Fable
I
anymore. I'm sorry.
didn't see this on there, but there were two sellers for me. It was either going to be a new Banjo Kazooie game, or if they decided to do a really good Perfect Dark game.
I got good hopes for Fable. 1 and 2 were great. 3 was
garbage.
letdown, but that means all the more reason for
2 I don't even think was that good. I
to
own
come
it.
back.
I don't
Think it was that good.
think. I disagree. I don't think 2 was very good.
I just hear the first 2 talked up so much, so I just figure that
The final boss was awful.
regardless,
Like, I'm
Talk about final bosses, sir, Mr. Secret of Mana.
they have.
Anyways.
It made sense.
Now-
well, the Banjo Kazooie one. Now, I'm excited. When I saw it, I'm like, no way, really? But then I got to thinking, Blue brought up a point. What if it's a Connect Party game?
Yeah, and that's what I
Think of the name. Oh my
Bunny
God, I was so
Land.
terrified.
Yeah, it really
Oh,
sounds
no.
like it will be a Connect Party game. It really does.
I was like, no.
Connectimals by Rare. Fuck.
Lord.
If that happens, this will literally be a happen. Click. I just close the video and I'll walk away.
And that'll be
Back to work. I'm done. I quit. I give up.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah, Banjo is different than the once new on the N64.
Yeah. Besides, actually, the creators of Banjo themselves are gone from Rare. They're not there anymore.
That doesn't mean people didn't play Banjo growing up that were working at Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like,
Force that invented Banjo and Banjo-Tooie that we know and love they're gone. Most of the team is gone and disbanded. Most have actually gone to Retro, but others are planning to make their own company and continue with whatever they can.
so yeah, don't get your hopes up for Banjo Kazooie.
I still have some hope, but like I said, it's stagnant.
I remember that when I told TM that idea. He hadn't thought about it yet. He's like, shut the fuck up now. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about that. I just don't want to think
My
about that.
literal words
Stop.
were, dude, shut the fuck up.
So there's one game that I've been wanting to see since the Kinect wasn't released or whatever, announced or whatever, and I'll never play it because I'll probably never own a Kinect, and I probably will never own the Xbone. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Awesome. Because I don't know if you know this, but gladiators are cool. So
No, they're not.
no, gladiators
Yeah.
are cool,
They're not.
and yeah, they are,
They're
and
not
the
fun.
ability to
Odin likes to see his men with shirts off.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
instead we got DBZ Connect.
regardless, I maybe it could be good with on the new Xbox because maybe the original Kinect sensor bar couldn't handle it. So I don't know. I'm curious to see it regardless.
I'm curious to see all the Kinect games because let's be honest, the Kinect, though it was a stupid gimmick, it was still to me a very cool gimmick. It just sucked to be like, let me like have a seizure attack in front of me.
Oh, you know what sucked them hardest about it?
What's that? Oh God! Oh God!
Yeah, that's the thing that
Oh.
exists.
That's the dream Star Wars Connect game.
Yeah, like
Big deal.
that's what I want to do. I want to play Han Solo and dance, mofo. Let's
I want
do
to
it.
style on a motherfucker C-3PO. What's up?
Oh God!
No! No!
He,
No, you wouldn't be
he
able to...
does, no, he does the
That would be so
robot.
funny if you could. No, that'd be so funny. Just think of how you'd have to do that in front of the Kinect to be like, you'd be like fake humping in the air. Be
You
like,
just dance. It's just to Star Wars styled songs, I guess. Or
yeah.
Anyway, Microsoft is make or break for me, and it all starts with the bear.
Star Wars dubstep. I'm sorry. Yeah.
okay, how about
Microsoft.
C.
score?
C minus.
C. I'm saying C.
C minus.
I'm honestly gonna say
I think they'll have. I think they're gonna have some cool
on a
stuff.
games
but I think there's
aspect, I'm
also-
honestly gonna say B here because I think they're gonna wow us with some stuff, but at the same time, I really don't want your
Banjo is a
system.
Connect Party game. It's down to a D
But-
minus instantly.
I'm gonna go solid B on here.
I say C, right in the middle.
Chris, what's your grading?
Yeah,
You
I
said
thought.
D.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you
said
said
D.
D.
I said D. D for Dynamite.
D for Duns.
D for
Okay.
Diddly Squat.
Now, do you guys want to talk EA and Ubisoft?
I mean,
Pissed at them right now. They can go.
I mean, the only thing I'm
They're
stoked
being
for
such,
from EA
like-
is probably Madden and NHL. I mean, that's really, or maybe
See,
Battlefield.
I'm not because they're so arrogant about their stuff these days. It's just like you guys can go blow me. I'm done
We're
with
not
you guys.
that bad of a company, guys. Don't worry.
By the way,
Oh.
microtransactions.
We're just great value.
No, that's you, Hal.
By the way, would you like to buy this gun for $5 in our game?
Oh, it's not just that. Do you want to buy the gun, the ammo clip, the ammo? Oh, and the scope that goes on top of it. But you have to buy each one for 99 cents, and then you can assemble them together into something.
Microtransactions. Yeah.
And then you can get 3 parts or 6 parts for $5.
I mean-
Save a buck.
I don't know what system Battlefield 4 is going to come out on. I just picked up a PS3.
PC,
All of them?
PC, PS3, PS4, or PS4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
There's a specific reason I picked up.
It's EA?
Specific,
Because EA hates Nintendo, I
there's a
know.
specific reason I picked up my PS3. We'll get into that probably in a minute.
Is it Battlefield 4?
It's not Battlefield.
No, I know what it is.
It is
All
not
right.
Battlefield 4. But
It's Metal Gear Solid.
that
No, it's not.
that is true too. That is very true. That's another thing I wanted to bring up about Microsoft is Metal Gear Solid also going to be on the Xbox One. Because that's what I don't know. I don't think they've announced that yet. You think it will? Well, I mean, like normally,
But do you think they'll come out and show Metal Gear Solid 5 on the Sony press conference?
maybe,
No.
Because just to kind of do a throwback to Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4.
maybe they might show off some like graphic things, maybe some plot twist or something. I don't
All right, let's get this.
Maybe a new trailer.
Can we get this out of the way real
Yes.
quick? What do we predict from EA?
know. NHL.
F.
NFL,
I'm giving them another C.
Battlefield.
F.
No,
F.
see, like I'm all right with Madden. I'm all right with NHL. I'm gonna say that. For me, at least, there's not a lot more that they can do with NHL. They've changed up the physics a lot. Like, there's this new skating engine and everything.
So it's
EA's BioWare too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I
they're
said
going to
C.
be
That's
showing
why I said
off
C.
Dragon Age 3, right?
That and probably the next Mass Effect.
Yeah. So I'm going to go
Yeah.
C.
So I said C.
I was going to say C on this on this.
Madden game, which I'm always hyped for Madden. And then there's Battlefield 4, which I'm not gonna lie, Battlefield 4, I'm probably a little bit more interested in that than any other first-person shooter coming out.
Call of
within the
Duty
next year.
Ghosts.
Sorry, I'm done with first-person shooters. Really. I am.
I mean, I'm
so
still
burnt out.
gonna play them because I still enjoy them. Like, there's still a lot of fun to be had.
I'm so burnt out.
They're just all
Oh,
the
God.
same. That's the problem.
There's
How
one thing
many
you forgot to put
military
under-
shooters can you have? Seriously, how many military-based shooters can you have?
There's at least one every 2 weeks that comes out. Just any
Yeah,
shooter.
probably. There are. If you make Halo was cool because it's in space, you know. But then they made a whole bunch. But what I'm getting at is it's just overpopulated now. Like,
Yeah. Well, we've had military shooters since 2000.
Think about
Probably a little
think
sooner,
about it
but,
like
I mean-
this: what was platforming in the Super Nintendo Genesis days is now shooting now.
yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'd agree.
True.
I'd
I
agree.
mean, I see what you guys are saying, but still, like, I still find great fun in some first-person shooters. Battlefield seems
I'm
like it's a bit more strategic.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
If you own one shooter, you own most shooters.
I guess that's
It's our fault as the consumers to keep buying them, and which drives down the population of the older games because it's old, and really not much different. I don't like. Oh, there's a new perk in this game, and this gun shoots bananas. So like, you know, it's.
Actually, I'd play a game if I could shoot bananas.
I'm just saying, like,
Donkey Kong
Kong's as
64.
close as you'll get.
you don't shoot bananas in that game.
You shoot fruits.
Close.
You shoot every banana but Everything but
Every
bananas.
banana.
Every banana.
Every
bun.
banana but bananas.
All right, Health. What was your grade for EA? Oh, okay. Health's not
Okay.
there. He'll be back. I gave it an F. I'm predicting an F.
F, really? You don't
An
like
F.
anything from EA?
I would.
Unless they come up with a bombshell. I'm not expecting much.
I would say maybe C, C+. I'm leaning more towards a C because
Maybe
I
a
don't,
D.
I'm
I don't know
right
too
down
much
the
about the BioWare stuff. Like, I'm not too huge in the Mass Effect series. So,
See, they have to come up swinging big with Dragon Age because the second one bombed. It wasn't good. So
my friend said he really liked
Well,
Dragon Age 2 or Dragon Origins or whatever it's called.
Dragon Age
What
Origins
is your game you should play?
different, isn't it, than Dragon Age 2? I think. I heard Dragon Age 2 wasn't very good. So
Hey, can we go to Ubisoft?
yeah.
Watch Dogs. All I have to say. Oh my God, game for me. I just want it now. I just want to hack into the world.
I kind of want to give him an
Cause
A
too much mayhem.
based on Watch Dogs.
Oh my
Well, I mean,
God,
they've also
giving
got
them a B
Rayman
just on
Legends
that
coming
fact
out
alone.
too as well. Right? So.
Oh, you mean
No.
that game
I'm
that was
so
supposed to be out
pissed.
last
I'm
year?
not talking about Rayman. Yeah, it was supposed to be out a few months ago. Yeah, I'm not talking to them about Rayman Legends. I'll buy it and be happy, but god damn it, I'm so pissed.
Maybe they'll put it on a decreased price.
Did they do they have South Park?
No.
Stick it
Oh,
true.
do they? Do they? Is that going to be? Is that going to be a
Ooh.
DLC, right?
No, it's gonna be a full-fledged
It's a-
game.
No,
retail.
that's a full
Whoa.
Do they have? That's theirs, right?
Yeah, well, it used to be THQ's,
But-
and then Ubisoft.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
hope
I
it's
want
gonna-
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. You guys gonna get it too? Let's get it.
Yeah, I probably will later.
South Park's
yeah.
hilarious, and it's an art. It's,
If I can play as Butters, I'm playing as Butters.
no, you play
Because
as
I want to make Bebe my motherfucking bitch.
no, you play as the new kid.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you're-
that's right.
You're allied by
You're
everybody.
the
That's
new kid.
right. Is there gonna be like co-op features and stuff too?
I don't know.
I doubt it. It's an RPG.
Actually, I have to take
Borderlands.
back my grade that I gave Ubisoft because of what I said when we started doing. Beyond Good and Evil 2 instantly makes it an A because I've been waiting for that game for 3-4
But
press
that's not
conferences now.
confirmed. That's just rumored.
It is. No, they gave a teaser out. They showed it with him. Like Ubisoft gave a teaser out of it with him.
Oh. I thought it was just rumor.
HD form, I was like, yes, please, for the love of God, just show it. If it is, it's an instant A for me, just because I've been waiting. Plus, Watch Dogs, those two are two games I really, really want. Ubisoft is my favorite third party platform right now. They've only pissed me off with Rayman Legends. That's fine. I can deal with one screw up. That's just how it is. But
Not to mention they have, I mean, if you're really into it, Assassin's Creed, but I'm not too.
right,
Oh, yeah.
well, I actually
Black
like
Flag,
Assassin's
right?
Creed. It's just I'm so tired of it coming out every year. Even though they change it up a lot, like that's what I have to give Assassin's Creed. It's different almost every year. If you actually played them, they are very different almost
To be
every
honest,
year, which is
I haven't
weird.
played the ones that are like Ezio's backstories. I only try to stick to the main series because that's really all that interests me. Is I want to see how like the story continues. Like I don't know how many Assassin's Creed. What was it, like 7 or something? 5. It's 5. Okay, so then I'm only really interested in the main series.
The
of
numbered
numbers.
ones?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, they're on the 6th one by this point, if you can.
Well, yeah, this is the 6th, but we've released
Well,
5.
there's technically been PSP and stuff, but
Oh yeah.
No, I mean like in the main series, like how many? Like you know how Saw has like 7 in the like series.
All right, we're on 4.
No, like
For numbered, Assassin's Creed
what
is
is it?
4.
I know. But when does it like? Did they say that this series would finish? Like what number? Like do they haven't
didn't.
said that
They
yet?
didn't. Why would you do that?
I don't. They did it for
Why would you
Gears.
ever
they
do
did
that?
it for Gears of War 3, man. They were like, yeah, this is when it ends. So this-
and then Judgment came out.
And then Judgment came out,
And they did that for Halo.
And then 4
And then
came
Halo
out.
4.
and then Halo 5's coming out. So,
And then-
Literally, Halo 3. Finish the fight. LOL, Halo 4 in like 4 years.
yeah. So regardless, I think Ubisoft's gonna get a B plus for me because there's quite a few titles.
B+. plus.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not as interested as everybody else is in Watch Dogs. Like I'll pay attention to it.
How? How
That
can you
reveal
not?
last
It
year was
looks
Because
amazing.
there's one game that I think I'm more interested in.
What's that gonna do with anything? I'm interested in the game more.
Because-
However, this
hold
game
on,
looks
hold on,
phenomenal.
Hold on, let me finish though. And it's not getting the proper hype that it deserves, I feel.
What's that?
Well, we're not on it yet. We'll get there.
How does that
Okay.
disseminate?
Well, I'm just going to
anything?
quickly say that might change your mind. Watch Dogs, I believe, is it 8 or 4 player co-op online?
Oh, wow.
I think it's 8.
Okay, that might be pretty.
Yeah! I just blew your mind, didn't I? Yeah, actually, look up facts about the game.
Did blow my mind. Well, man, I don't know. Fuck, I don't really care about fucking around with technology and shit. Goddamn.
I understand.
You don't like just being like, walk up to a stoplight, red, everything. Watch all the cars
What?
just
It's
slam
just
into each
GTA
other.
with phones. What's the problem? Like, come on.
Like, okay, I understand your hype for another game, but how did that disseminate from Watch Dogs at all?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I don't know.
Look,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
trying to
Watch Dogs is taking a while to come out, and I know it's getting all this huge hype, but trust me, it's gonna live up to this hype based on how it looks. Okay?
It was the best
really
review
will.
of
Yeah.
last year.
No.
Period.
Lie.
Period.
Lie.
Anyway, for me,
We'll get
Watch
there.
Dogs.
We'll get there.
No, not Last of Us. No, it was not Last of Us.
Last of Us is already out.
It's not out.
No, it's out in a week.
Okay, still out before. Okay.
I would say probably.
Any-
Why is
any
that?
reason?
Wait, why, Health?
Any
Why
reasons
so
behind
low?
that, Health?
from what I can see right now, I'm not really that interested in a lot of Ubisoft games. Though, I mean, Watch Dogs looks awesome and other games that they have. I already know that I'm most likely going to have my mind blown with something else that they'll announce, so it'll get a higher grade for me afterwards.
You know, I might actually have to take away a letter grade from Ubisoft because I have a feeling they'll have another horrific host.
It's the same girl. It's the same girl.
It's the same one. It's Alicia Tyler, and I don't think Alicia Tyler was nearly that bad.
Girl boner?
No, they
Girlwood?
wait.
Girlwood.
Girlwood.
That's fine.
Girlwood.
I mean,
Everybody's gay sometimes.
Oh God.
that's not
Wait,
that
wait.
bad to me. Like, I found the Let's Player person that was with her way more annoying than her.
Oh.
Who was the woman that Nintendo had for like 2 years?
Oh, God, Cammy? Skip no.
Cammy. No, she works for Ubisoft now. That'd be hilarious.
If she came out on stage, click, close. Not watching. I'll look at the trailers afterwards.
Let's face it, Shigeru Miyamoto hired her for a reason.
Ew.
Hire her. He did not hire her.
Anyways, I would say for me, Ubisoft's probably about like I don't know B plus. Depends how good Watch Dogs comes out. It'll go up if Watch Dogs actually lives up to the hype. But for now, it's just gonna stay at B, and I'd say that's mostly South Park holding it up because I don't know. I'm not too big on the Rayman series.
Oh yeah, they do have South Park.
You
Such a good
are
console.
ridiculous! How we were just talking about that. Yeah,
He did.
yeah,
He did.
he did. That's right.
He did.
Sony.
No. Whoa. What about Rockstar?
They don't have press
They don't have a press
Well,
conference.
they don't have a press conference, but they got some games coming out.
Okay, let's do
Well, that's
Sega.
fine, we'll
Cool,
talk
we're
about
talking
that
about
after.
press conferences.
We're doing press conference.
Fine. Sony then? Alright.
Most of us are excited. I'm not going to say anything for Tia, but I know most of us are excited.
There's
see
nothing
the
to be
box.
excited for.
PlayStation
I am. There's so
All-Stars
many more
2.
games they have to announce.
Watch that get announced. Watch that get announced.
All Stars 2.
All-Stars 2.
Just to steal thunder away from.
Oh my
Super Smash
god.
Bros.
No,
four?
it pissed Chris off.
It just pisses
I'm
me off.
calling it right now, okay? It's not gonna happen, but if it happens, you heard it here first.
Well,
Yeah.
they're not gonna show The Last of Us. That comes out this week, so I'm gonna...
I want to see more Knack.
That's-
I want to see
that is-
more Knack.
Yeah,
oh my god,
that's
that
the
game
thing
looks
that-
so freaking cool.
Chris.
That Drive Club, Infamous, and I don't care about Killzone. I want to see more about the indie
Killzone
games,
looks cool.
and I want to see that I want to see that streaming software because that looks so freaking cool. I want to be able to stream things to you guys. I want to be able to watch you guys play games because now I don't have to, especially if it works.
We don't
well.
need... Let's Plays are pointless now. We'll just stream to each other.
I just want to clarify something. The Last of Us is confirmed to be at E3. Whether or not it's at the press conference, I don't know.
It just comes out during E3. No, during it, it's on the 14th.
Yeah. It's the 8th right now.
No, that kind
Oh,
of reminds
right.
me of one of
Right over.
no, that kind of reminds me of one of Sega's. What was it? Whenever they released like the Dreamcast, or was it? now.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
terrible.
no, no.
We'll save that. We'll save that.
Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, The Last of Us. That was the game I picked up a PS3 for. I'm not even gonna front. That's gonna be an Unreal game.
It will. It'll be good.
And
I hear
think
it's
think
really good.
it's
I hear
probably.
it's really good.
I thought, at least in my opinion, it was the reveal of the year versus Watch Dogs. And also, the only bad thing I've heard about it. The only bad thing I heard about it was the like, what you'd call it is
Not
like
interested.
CQC, I guess, the close quarters combat. I heard it's a little bit clunky and awkward, but
It wasn't the reveal of the year because it wasn't revealed at E3 last year. It was shown off, but we'd already known about it.
I had
known
known
about
Watch
it. The
Dogs.
reason
Watch
why-
Dogs
The reason why Watch
was-
Dogs was so amazing was because nobody had even
Saw it
a glimmer of
coming.
hope. It just all of a sudden was just like, and we have a new, like, the final announcement of the Ubisoft was, and this new game. And we're like, what? And boom!
Yeah.
This awesome freaking game. It was like, what?
Yeah, it's not
Where did
like
this come
it was
from?
like some hyped thing or whatever.
It's like when they showed off Twilight Princess all those years ago.
Yeah.
No one saw it.
It's like one of
Yeah.
those moments. It's one of those moments. Like, what?
All right. So Sony predictions. I don't have a prediction. I don't know what to expect. So I'm gonna put it a solid C. It can go either up or down. I don't know.
This
'Cause I
new
don't know what to
Final
expect.
Fantasy better be flipping 15, and better be
Yeah.
completely new. I don't want to see Final Fantasy 13, 7.
You don't want to see that
14,
trailer for the fifth time?
Final Fantasy 14-3 or something.
No, 14's the
13.
online one. So,
Lightning returns.
but all I'm saying is, okay, so every generation of systems like that Final Fantasy's been through has seen 3 numbered games in it. PlayStation 3 and Xbox that generation, Final Fantasy 13, it's friggin' it.
What about 11?
11's on PS2.
But it's also
But it's still 13. I have to say, Odin, yes, they didn't put numbers to them. They tried to just pick one and expand the story upon it. They
What?
still
It was
did 3.
ridiculous.
They still did 3.
Well, the third one's not actually out.
It will be at the end of the year.
Okay, if you want to get technical with me,
It's 3. Right. They were easier to make back then. Not as, like, flashy, quote-unquote. And technically, if you want to be that way, then we could go, you have Final Fantasy 13-1, Final Fantasy 13-2, Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 13-3.
14 hasn't
That's
even
4.
seen a...
It's coming out this summer, though.
It's not out, and neither is 13-3. Or
They're
Lightning,
coming out, though, this-
Lightning
they're coming out.
Returns.
They're coming out this year, though.
Final Fantasy's a cash cow.
Final Fantasy's worse than Call of Duty. Final Fantasy's worse than Call of Duty, dude.
Not, it's definitely not,
It's pretty
because
bad.
they take...
No, actually, I'm gonna say no. It's not, since Final Fantasy came out in the '80s, and it's only at what 17 if its main series. Call of Duty, if on its main
Games
series
too.
at 10.
You're ignoring portable games.
That's not main.
You're ignoring
Oh, fine.
portable
Let's
games.
get into portable
And the
games of
ports,
Call of Duty.
and the
Let's get into
remakes,
the portable games of
and the
Call of
virtual
Duty.
console
There's another 5.
releases.
Just a small town girl.
Make it sound as if Call of Duty won't have these kind of things in the future.
I'd say Call of Duty's at 15 in 10 years.
Call of Duty even has like a pack, like a Call of Duty 1, 2,
If you're gonna include
3 in
handhelds,
it,
that is.
and stuff like that.
Jesus.
Just a small town girl.
Regardless,
I was like, don't you dare defend Call of Duty.
Handhelds don't count. Because no.
Yes, they.
Whoa, whoa,
They don't.
Oh!
count. Oh, so Final Fantasies
Because
count,
they're
but they
the
don't.
Same game though.
PSP,
I
and then
meant-
DS has its own kind of
I meant the
variations of
DS
it, even though
ones.
it's the
I
same
meant
game.
the DS ones don't count. The PSP
Yes, they
ones,
do.
the PS Vita.
Then you can't count half of the portables because all of the ones on
ports.
portables are remakes of old ones.
They're not. What? No, well, those.
Yes.
Those
Yes,
There's
they
only
are.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is
And
the only new
Tactics.
series on the handhelds. And Tactics.
And Tactics.
That's it.
and even Tactics on PSP is a remake of the PlayStation one, and the PSP ones are remakes. 1 and 2.
I mean, you
and
can't
4.
say that. Call of Duty, no defending. 10 years, almost as much as Final
Call of Duty,
Fantasy
they make
is
one every
pathetic.
year. Final Fantasy, they do
pathetic.
not make one every year. That's the difference. There's time put into it. Unfortunately, the product
Logically, that means that
the
they're.
product that ended up coming
There's no
out was
thought put
13.
into it.
Unfortunately,
There's time,
Unfortunately-
but no thought.
oh, there was lots of thought put into 13. Just not good thought.
They
that's
did it.
all.
They put it into the cutscenes. they put it into the cutscenes. Not
the only
like
good
I mean,
thought
I've-
in Final Fantasy 13 was Saz.
Yeah. Yeah, the cutscenes are good.
Way, but the graphics and the cutscenes
Oh
were
my
fantastic.
God.
To be honest, though, that
That's
can
now.
be done right. Like, Metal Gear Solid 4 almost feels the exact same sort of way.
Like, just jaw hits ground.
That,
You're just
you
like,
know, that might honestly be
wow.
one of the only problems with 13. It's such a huge glaring problem, don't get me wrong. But, like, the battle system, I love the battle system.
I've loved it.
Great.
I love the battle
Leveling
system. It's
was,
fun.
like, leveling up your guys, that's fine. It worked good. It was similar to 10, not as expansive, but it was alright. Right? And the story was good, and it looked great, and the music was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
The thing that
the
the
huge
thing that missed
overarching
me-
thing was the whole map thing, and yes, that was a big friggin' deal. But like, if
Yeah, that's one thing. That and
no, you're probably gonna get to what I'm about to say, Blue. But if the main guy dies, that's it.
yeah, that's really frustrating.
That's
But my other thing is when you get near the end of the game. Yes, I've seen it, even though I'm not there. The everything's in the millions. Why are we handling millions of numbers?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a
Call
math
Fancies
guy.
do
Don't
that,
get me
though.
wrong, but I don't want to sit
Lately,
there and go.
Anyways.
Yeah, why are we going to millions? Thousands was bad enough, but why are we in the millions?
I think they started that around 7 or 8. Just ridiculous, stupidly
High
high
numbers.
HP bosses and stuff.
This is all Japanese and stuff.
There's some cool JRPGs
That's the only
coming
thing I
out,
have for
but
this whole
That's sorry.
I could go into.
Yeah, we've had tangents. We're gonna have our own TM. You and I have a big tangent to go in the next
Do you
one.
think they're going to announce a God of War? It's been like a few years since
No.
they did anything with God of
It's
War.
been like this year. You mean?
Ascension. Okay.
That's a new game.
Bring God
I
of War
mean,
4.
But I meant like, okay, yeah. Well, I meant like to expand on the trilogy or whatever.
They did. They just made a prequel
No, like a
that expands
God of
on
War,
it.
like a God of War 4. I don't know
Just
if they can.
because
I don't
it
know.
doesn't have a number on it doesn't mean anything.
They might show off the
it
new
does mean
engine.
something though.
They might show off the new engine for it,
Yeah.
but I don't think
Numbers
you're
really
gonna see
mean that much
past
to you, eh?
No, but like it means it's part of the main series. Like the rest of it's
I-
like a little side
that-
story, like a little
See-
sneak peek at what was or something. Like, but like when it's the main series, it's like it's a continuous thing.
You know, it sets up a whole new chunk of the timeline, where before you're filling in holes
Exactly.
of the timeline.
Like you're
is
just
the
filling in
idea.
a plot hole. Like I don't want to care about the plot hole. I didn't even notice the plot hole before. Like even with the Gears of War 3, if I didn't know Gears of War or Gears of War Judgment was coming out, I wouldn't have noticed that Barrett and Cole are gone for a whole segment of the game. I wouldn't have
The whole
cared.
freaking half of it.
I wouldn't have cared.
I've never heard everyone going, yeah. Okay.
So what's Sony get?
So how do you
also,
like
Gran
Mike?
Turismo 6 comes out, by the
Oh,
way.
never mind.
Or it's supposed to be there.
What's up?
No,
I was going somewhere, but I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say.
Anyways,
I was gonna
grades.
say, how'd you like BioShock Infinite then?
Because
no,
I didn't like this.
That's- no, he's
it's
got a
not-
fair
it's not
point.
BioShock 3. How are you playing it?
I mean, and then here's where I'll.
it's kind of its own game. It's its own game. It's kind of like starting its own.
It
game
would
in the same
the
universe.
next BioShock that would come out after BioShock Infinite would be BioShock Infinite 2.
Yeah, I will argue. I will agree that with him.
That's
So,
why I didn't want to say it.
But
Going,
it's just kind of sad that you have to put numbers in order to.
Okay,
No,
okay,
not
okay.
necessarily.
Metal
It just
Gear.
has to be a large
Metal
chunk.
Gear.
I know Metal Gear Solid 3 is like before one.
Metal Gear's all over the place.
That doesn't mean anything.
And
It's still
Zelda.
it
And
still
Zelda.
continues a main fucking story. It continues a main freaking
Right,
story.
I'd say Metal Gear Solid 3, even though it was a prequel, it kind of, in its own right, it deserves that. First you're like, oh, it's just a prequel, it's going to be boring, and then it drops bombshells on you that just kind of expands to 4. That just, it makes 3 connects 2 to 4 really well.
It
You just
does.
don't realize
Yeah,
it
really
until
does.
you play 2
He's
and 4.
right. No, he is right. You have to play 2 and 4 to realize it. He's 100%.
What about Peace Walker? What about 5?
That's what I said. Those Peace Walkers, handheld.
And 5 is going to be part of the main series.
I just don't understand why handhelds are like, oh, it's not part of it. Like, think of the Kingdom Hearts series. Chain of Memories.
I hate that.
Like, if you don't play Chain of Memories,
Hated that.
you're missing a
Hated
ton of story in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, a ton. There's like this Organization 13. And if you haven't played Chain of Memories, you don't realize that Sora killed half of them in Chain of Memories. You're like, why is there what happened to the other half of them?
Right.
Where'd
Oh,
that
I
go?
tell you, I was that person. I didn't play Chain of Memories before, too. And the first hour, I was like, what the fuck am I playing? I'm so confused. And then I got to Sora, and I was like, ignore first hour. I don't have a clue what happened, but we're going to ignore first.
But okay, so
Yeah, but it's
I
like-
can understand with an RPG how that would happen. But how would that
But-
be a thing with like a game like Metal Gear Solid or say
Just, I'm going to interject at the Kingdom Hearts thing real quick. Go check out Game Trailer's timeline of Kingdom Hearts. It's frickin' amazing.
Oh.
If you want to get ready for...
I could see it being at this one, just due to the fact that Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD or whatever is coming out.
Oh, that and Dream Drops kind of just said, guess what's next?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a
They
trailer?
literally said with Dream Drops, 3 is
Wasn't there a
next.
trailer for the third one, like, after 2 came out?
No, what you were seeing is there's a secret ending, and actually that secret ending is to Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, the secret, I was hoping that was gonna be 3 because it looked sick. I mean, Birth by Sleep I've heard is a really good Kingdom Hearts game.
But no, yeah, I love the Kingdom Hearts series.
Well, I promise
It
on
sits
PSP,
in my top 10.
So.
Sits in my top 10.
exactly?
Not big. But watch Game Trailer's timeline. They do a very nice job of wrapping it up, getting you into the series. And a nice thing is with the Kingdom Hearts, what is it, 1.5 do they call it? Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm really excited for that because they're bringing some of the handhelds and bringing them up to HD. I'll play them then.
That's
you know?
silly, though, that you didn't play them as handhelds, because you just said you didn't play them because the story's muddled. The story's gonna be the same, man.
No. What I'm saying is I have to go buy a PSP, a DS, a 3DS, and a phone.
Well, they're only...
Pick a system to make them all on.
They're only bringing the Chain of Memories and 365, 358x2.
Fine, that's one more I get to play.
Here's the
I don't need to play them. I don't need to play them because now I know the story.
Yeah.
See, I don't
There's
think that one's really necessary. It just kind of shows how...
Here's
Oh,
the
it's an
argument I'll
organization.
make against Kingdom Hearts, though. Like, with Assassin's Creed, when you compare the two characters. Like, Ezio is a very deep character. He's actually been considered one of the deepest characters in the last, generation of gaming.
How the crap
But how in
is
the
Sony
shit,
to Kingdom
how
Hearts?
much... Hold on, shut up, hold up.
that's where Kingdom
Hold
Hearts
on.
was on.
How much more can Ezio change during these little side stories, gallivanting, whatever the fuck he's doing? How much can his personality
I don't know.
really change? Like, you get the point after the first one is already out. Like, with Assassin's Creed, I'd rather it just be, like, the new one, or whatever. Like, and with Kingdom Hearts, I'd rather it be, like, a new, like, evil guy doing whatever the fuck. Like, I don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that is in between does not matter. Like, it does, I guess, to a point, if you really are passionate about the series. But as far as continuing the main saga, I'd rather be doing that.
What I'm saying is Chain of Memories might as well be Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, it might as well have been. And that one I'll agree with him.
It's not if you play this, it fleshes out Sora. No, the story is, it goes Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, literally, if you don't play Chain of Memories,
And that's why I have to play Dream Drops.
you're like, what the fudge happened between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2?
Dream Drops will drop a bombshell on you, by the way. When they explain the story
I
behind
didn't
it.
finish it yet. I still gotta play
Okay,
it.
well,
So don't...
arguably, mute yourself if you don't want to hear this.
What? Why are you gonna
Just say
tell
it
me now? Come on.
I'm not going to tell you. I want to tell these other guys.
But I gotta
They're
listen to
not
the
gonna play Kingdom Hearts.
podcast.
This is so exciting to talk about. When I found
we can't
out,
spoil.
Just-
we
why
can't
don't you just
spoil
tell-
for other people here, though. That's the other
I know,
thing.
that was just...
that's what I said. I was going to say, spoilers, skip to about
no.
literally a minute forward.
Just tell me the link and I'll post it in the notes.
Huh? Well, it's just game trailers.
Yeah,
Just go to game trailers. It's
but
all over
I
their
mean,
page.
I can post it
It's all over
to
their
it.
page.
It's,
So-
No, because, the only reason I'm saying this, Blue, is the thing that I hated when I watched the Konami pre-show thing is like, here's Lords of Shadow 2. Oh, it picks up where the epilogue left off. Oh, so you're gonna spoil friggin' everything because I didn't play the first game? You don't give me a chance to even play the first game now? Like, apparently there was a huge twist at the end of the game, and it's, like, gone. Like, if I ever wanted to play that, it's like, I know what to expect now.
Right.
It's just kind of silly. Like, you can leave stuff, you can have a sequel and not... Yeah, I do. But... I know.
Yeah, so...
Oh, what's Sony's grade, by the way?
I gave him a C because I don't know what to expect.
I'm gonna say A, because of The Last of Us. I'm so hyped for that game, like, I can't be more hyped. It is,
Well,
technically.
No, it comes out right after E3, the day after it is.
Well,
They're not going to show it. They've said they're not going to show it.
Fine, then fucking
No, it's all PS4.
I'm gonna give it a
It's
fucking-
PS4.
banana for banana grade.
It's confirmed that Last of Us will be there. I guess it's maybe not at...
No, it'll be at the show.
Oh,
You'll be
just-
able to play
oh,
it,
just
but it's
won't-
not going to be at the press conference.
Okay.
So then,
I don't know what to give Sony. Like, yeah, I'll give them I'm gonna be safe. I'll give them a B minus because I don't know.
A, if they can release some bombs on me that make me want to pick up the PS4.
In terms of games, B minus.
A few more to completely sell me. So
I was kind of bad because I gave Microsoft a higher grade, so we'll see. I
Yeah.
guess.
game-wise, yeah. No. All right. So the big boy.
Well,
Big
hold on,
granddaddy,
hold
one
on.
We're all been excited
I
for.
didn't get to give Sony a grade.
Oh, I thought you
Nope.
did. Go for it, sir. I apologize.
I'll give them a midline. You know what? Right now, I'm going to give them midline B. However, I think that since they're just now revealing, they're going to have to reveal the box and everything. It's going to, it's going to deduct from their
Yeah.
conference. So
I'm gonna.
I really hope they do it at the very end. Like, I really hope they just save it for the end, because then we can do, like, 55 minutes of solid games. And they're like, oh, yeah, and one last thing.
I'm gonna hold on.
care what it
It's
a
looks
really
like,
cool
to be
looking
honest.
system.
So-
I don't care.
Yeah, like I don't really care either because I'm not picking up a PS4 on release. I have my Nintendo Wii U. I'm gonna focus on my Wii
No,
U.
I'm not saying that. I
I'm
just
gonna-
don't care what it looks like. It's whatever.
Unless
I say it's $450.
the
Yep. Want to lay money on it, Chris?
Unless it has spikes sticking out of it that can actually hurt me, I don't care what it looks like. I mean, it's not going to detract from me buying it.
no, I seriously hope.
No, but
I
it's-
hope to God that it looks like a beta. Like a beta track tape
Oh.
player.
No, I hope the guy
So-
doesn't look like a beta
So it's
player.
literally the battle of VHS and beta again.
I'll consider the PS4 unless their policies are similar to Microsoft's.
Right. I don't know. I'm getting it either way just because that's how I am.
I
Like
can't get it either way. I gotta wait a bit. I'm gonna see.
What the fudge was that?
The Wii U. I know the direction
I like
they're
how you keep
going. I
calling
like
it
the
Nintendo
direction
Wii
they're
U.
going. So I'm sticking
Games?
with my Wii U.
I like how you keep calling it Nintendo Wii U.
Nintendo Wii U.
Let's just go into Nintendo then.
Yeah, let's go to the granddaddy. The one we're all excited for.
give it A+++.
No.
It gets an A just because it has the 3D Mario and Smash Bros.
Hey,
You know what?
Freaking
For me, I'm
bundle.
not even gonna give it that high because I want to see what Smash Bros. Because I'm not so Namco Bandai man. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Tekken-
they only made
Tekken's
Tekken
really
They make
good.
terrible games.
and
I
Tales
mean,
of the Tales of
I never said
series and-
that. I never said they made terrible games.
You were insinuating.
But I'm insinuating that sometimes when cross
They just have more
No,
hands.
no. Then you're saying that Metroid Prime is terrible because that's what happened there.
Hey man, sometimes it happens good.
They
sometimes
needed
it
more
doesn't.
hands to work with the new ideas, and guess what? Namco does that.
Well, we'll see.
And remember, Namco isn't fronting it.
Why?
You're gonna get it
Trailers
too.
just gonna
This
show
is-
us
this is a
pre-rendered
prediction.
graphics that don't show off gameplay.
I
What
want
do
to see.
care?
Well, hey man, you never know. Maybe they got some.
Says the
gameplay
guy who liked the
first.
bridge falling apart.
I love the bridge falling apart. You shut your whore mouth.
If we saw a trailer and it just showed all like similar to the teaser we had for Brawl, it's not gonna show us anything. What we do? I don't care.
Actually, the graphics, the teaser for Brawl were pretty on par with actually how the graphics were.
And the characters,
I don't
all
even.
those
That's not
reveals.
even what I care about, though. I don't care about the graphics. I just want to see like.
I want to
Smash
see how the
Brothers.
game plays.
You're
Like,
gonna see
Yeah.
Smash Brothers, but you're looking for a prediction here, and you get because you think Namco Bandai's helping out. You're not hyped for it for that reason. It's fresh ideas, more
I'm
development
excited because we're gonna see Namco. We're probably gonna see Pac-Man in the
crew. We're
game.
gonna
That's
see
pretty cool.
Smash Brothers.
But
Probably-
I just don't want to see some. I don't want to see them change up a good thing that was working before.
No, they're not going to, because Sakurai is fronting it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Guaranteed.
That or Retro's new game. Whichever one of the two. They're both really huge.
I'm
Oh
calling
my
Star
God,
Fox
I'm
for that.
excited.
Oh, one thing that we should point out, by the way, because Nintendo's isn't actually a conference at E3. It's actually a Nintendo Direct,
Right.
but it's like an hour long. But I just think that needs to be
Yeah,
pointed
so
out.
people, you're going to have to go find it is the idea.
No,
yeah. Remember,
we'll post a
we're
link
gonna
up
be
bottom
streaming. We're gonna be streaming this stuff too.
Yep.
So
We'll be doing a live reaction, pre-show, post-show.
Well, if you're listening to this podcast right now, go bombsup.webs.com because I'll probably be there.
Yeah, it'll be Sunday/Monday, so go check us out. This is the one I'm most excited for.
Easily.
This is where,
Easily.
literally, when people say, this is when it's Christmas in June. When Nintendo walks on stage, it's always Christmas in June. Even though we were slightly disappointed last year, I got my biggest surprise last year, even though I thought it was really stupid. When Nintendo Land walked out on stage, I thought how stupid it was. It was the dumbest thing ever. Why did they show this last? And then I played it, and then I was like, yeah, I was wrong.
But they still shouldn't have.
It was my favorite game last year.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Hands down. I put 80 hours in the first week on it.
I mean, my favorite game of last year from Nintendo Wii U is probably Black Ops 2.
That's
So this is the problem why I don't own a Wii U right now. Besides New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, what
Which
what
isn't that
Nintendo? What Nintendo? Well, it's just more Mario.
Well,
I hear it's really good.
here comes
but
E3. It's
that's
3
my
days
It's
point.
away.
not really
There's-
good, it's really decent.
There's no Nintendo reason for me to own a Wii U all the
In 3
third-party
days, there
stuff
probably
I can
will.
get on my PS3. That's the whole thing.
Well, I mean, like, sometimes it's just
I could get Black Ops on PS3, and I can get Resident Evil Revelation on PS3. So yeah,
But hold up, what about Injustice?
also on
It's on
PS3.
But
PS3.
you can get it on the Wii U first.
Anyway,
My point is, there's no exclusive reason to own Nintendo
And
right now
that's-
unless
and-
I want to play
and that's what
Mario.
you're hoping for, right? A reason?
Yes, this E3 better sell me a Wii U.
It
Like,
probably
I better-
will.
I better next day, but well,
I bet the next day, just go out and spend $600 on a Wii U and shit.
if I'm
Do
paying
it.
$600 on a Wii U, I think there's I think it
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like you buying an N64.
Oh!
Ooh.
Burn. Burn.
Ha 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 ha.
We laugh awkwardly and hope it doesn't.
I
Hope no one notices.
think everybody noticed.
Okay, can I...
Mario Tennis, they need to do it right.
Oh, you mean the one they already did?
No,
So
they need
can't
to
really-
do it.
Well,
They
can't
need
fix
to
it.
do it right.
Did you not play Mario Tennis Open?
They need to do it right. I thought it was bad.
Did you play it?
No, it was amazing.
Did you play it, Chris?
I heard a lot of bad things about it from.
So you didn't play it?
I didn't play it.
Okay.
No talking.
Denied.
Go play it. If it's terrible, you can then yell at us for
I
making you
I
buy a
just
terrible
feel
game.
like it's the style. You have to use a stylus to hit the ball.
You
No! Alright, can I just list all the games that I'm expecting and hoping to see?
Yes.
Smash Bros, 3D Mario, Mario Kart, Sonic Lost World, HD Wind Waker, Wonderful 101, Pikmin 3. Bring it! Star Fox! Retro Studios game.
I am not a Sonic fan, but I want this damn game because it looks so freaking good, and it's exclusive to Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah.
I am
He
so
called it
pumped for
Nintendo
it.
Wii U.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
yeah.
Besides the whole Sonic, I'm not talking about Sonic right now. I just think it's yeah. I just find it funny that like 3D Mario is a genre.
Yeah.
It's like there's side-scroller platforming games and then 3D Mario.
It's just that good. They've all been just that good. Sunshine may have dipped a little, but it's all been that good.
It's a new
I
experience.
like. It's kind of weird the way we've grown up enjoying games. Like you have all these like adult style games now, but the games that we really still enjoy are the ones that are still themed like kid games, but in all reality are just really good games. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. That's why...
Seriously, Nintendo, it's your conference to lose.
Yeah. Seriously, what we need.
I mean,
what they need.
I just want Nintendo to keep doing this. They don't need to print. I don't need to see first-person shooter Mario ever in my life.
Yoshi Safari, what?
Just keep. Yes. So just keep making
Big Mario,
stuff.
Big Game Hunter.
Oh, what about that Yoshi's Yarn game?
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for that game. Yeah.
It was just changed into Yoshi's Island.
No, they're two different
No,
games.
there's Yoshi Island on 3DS, and then there's Yoshi's Yarn on Wii U.
I thought they just changed it afterwards.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
You heard it here
We
first.
get both, which makes me ecstatic.
And here's a question: is Platinum
I'm
working
more
on
hyped for
anything
Yoshi's
else?
Island.
Is
I
Platinum
don't
working
know.
on anything else besides 101?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's almost done.
Right. Bayonetta too.
Oh yeah, that. Like, do you think they might be working on something? You know, something that rhymes with Star Fox? Crytek?
That would be Crytek.
Crytek.
Okay, I heard that Crytek is working on an exclusive just for Wii U because they
Yep.
couldn't get
Yes,
one of
they
their
are.
engines to work on it.
No, because they didn't get the Crytek 3 engine to work right away on the Wii U, so they couldn't get Crysis 3 at the time ready to go. They're like, well, we can't give you Crysis 3, so we're just building a whole game from the ground up.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
Love that attitude.
It's like, okay, whatever.
So,
Nintendo's like, aight, let's ball out. Biatch.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like Crytek.
Okay, for the next Mario Kart,
I don't know if it's an...
Amazing when you play it. It's actually really
It's got a good
I enjoy
storyline.
playing
It does have a good story.
It's got a good story. I like the... Get the camo, walk around, do. It'd be so fun to be a sneaky bastard.
Blue
in that
brought
game.
this up the other day, and I'm really hoping the next Mario Kart has a double dash feature, because the Wii U gamepad would be awesome for that.
It's what I said. I said I did not like Double Dash as the main feature, but I would love it as a side feature.
I loved it as the main
That's
feature.
my own feelings.
I love that game.
I hated it as the main feature.
I still think it's amazing that game was 16-player compatible.
Yeah.
Insane.
Was it only? It was only 8 carts, but you had to like. You
Yeah,
could double
Yeah,
up.
but it's possible through connecting GameCubes together with
yeah,
ports.
you had to get a
So how about that Pokemon NFC game?
Pokemon NFC.
Oh my god! I
Near
have
Field
43
Communications.
DS. Ah!
No, we're not
Oh
even
my
there. We're
god,
still on
Nintendo's gonna win.
But that's what they
3DS
need
on
to
its
do
own
is
got
they
its
Smash
on.
Bros is gonna be on 3DS, and Pokemon X and Y, and Mario Golf.
And Mario
They have an
Luigi.
entire talk session of Pokemon for an hour. Or I think a half hour or hour. Yeah. Nintendo has so many guns, and they're gonna be firing.
It's
I'm
A
so
plus,
excited.
A plus, plus,
Yeah.
plus.
It's kind of like there's a movie or something that I don't remember where they pull out like 1,000 guns at this little guy. I don't remember, but it's just kind of like that. Guns after guns after weapons after weapons. It's like
No, see, to
I'm
me,
not-
it's kind of like pick Superman and Batman, and then you have the little who's this? The Speedy Gonzales from the cartoons. He's standing next to him, and he's like, "Yeah, you're snickering, laughing," and then he just pulls out this giant ass gun with 50 barrels to point at Superman and Batman. Like, what up, bitch?
I'm not being a
What do you want?
fanboy here, honest. Like, it's legit, I'm giving A plus Nintendo. Like, legitimate.
yeah. And besides, what
But
they need.
here's the thing. Are we actually gonna see all this stuff?
yeah.
They said so.
Yeah,
What the
They
And it-
said so.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why is... Oh, man, I'm excited.
and really, here's the thing: is
Tuesday's
that
the
what
day.
Nintendo needs to do is that they really need to rise like the Phoenix after this.
Oh yeah, they need to show hardcore gamers, guys, you need to be here. Then they need to sell a lot and be like, hey, third party, you have
Guys,
to be on
think
us
about
too.
this for a minute. I could spend $50 in pre-orders after E3 just for Nintendo alone. $5 a game. Think about that.
Yeah, 10 games, holy shit.
Just think about it.
Okay,
So, other than Nintendo eating
before
our paychecks,
before we actually officially grade, though, legitimate question, retro. They're making Star Fox, they making Metroid, or they're making new game.
Star Tropics.
New game.
Thoughts?
I'm
Star Tropics.
actually if they do,
I would love Star Tropics. Probably not gonna happen, TM.
I know.
but if they were to do a new game, I would really hope for like a Banjo Kazooie esque game,
No, but I'm just saying. What do you think? Do you think that's what they're announcing?
I'm-
Because they're
Yeah,
announcing
I think it's a
something.
new game.
Yeah.
It's that, or it's something the fans have always wanted, and something that I know as a fan I've always wanted was to see them do something new.
So like a 3D platformer.
But that,
Could be.
But
I
that
don't
could
know.
also be
What?
a Star Fox.
It could be. I mean, but I still say it's going to be something new. If I'm going to say something, it's probably something new.
Okay, well,
Right? I'll be like.
I mean, when was the last time they
Metroid
released? What was the last Metroid they released? Like 2008.
Metroid Other
Yeah.
M.
They didn't.
Post
They
2010.
didn't do Metroid. Other M.
Oh,
Just
but
in
Oh,
that-
the last Metroid
other-
game.
The last Metroid.
Okay, never mind.
if
That's what I like about Metroid 2. It's not milked. Oh my god, is it not milked? So happy about that.
Metroid, I'm sorry, Retro, if they're not making Smash, or god damn it, sorry, I had my
Star Fox.
thought, but it was gone because you guys kept talking.
They could make Smash Bros. They'd probably be cool with that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, same.
If they aren't making Star Fox, I'm hoping Platinum is.
I want Platinum to just do Star Fox. End of story. I wish they just handed it to Platinum. 'Cause Platinum knows how to make
Star
Unreal.
Fox becomes like mature rated and everything too.
It's fine.
It's they're all experienced at making more mature games. So one thought that I saw shooting
What's
around
it?
was a more like mature feeling Star Fox.
Imagine a massive online Star Fox.
Oh yeah, a huge dogfighter.
God.
In the
I want
air,
100-man fights. That would be so ridiculous.
the
Like this
air,
giant
on the
field
ground.
in the air, 100-man. Just
I would-
make it a war field.
I would get Star Fox if there's some kind of online like maybe squad based
Like,
thing.
you
I don't-
remember the multiplayer from Assault? Sorry, Odin.
That was shitty
Yeah,
multiplayer.
No,
I saw-
you shut up! Shut up!
No,
So-
you obviously didn't have good friends.
You
then.
didn't have
It was so
friends.
fun.
I had lots
It
of
was
friends.
so fun.
It sucked so hard.
No, it was so
Please.
fun. It
It
was so
couldn't
fun.
have.
You're
I
done here.
I watched Shadow Mario 41. I just watched them play it,
It's
and it looked
so
fun.
fun. So good. And if they expand... The multiplayer was the highlight feature, for sure.
Yeah.
Wolf was broken, by the way.
Yes, he was. That's why
I
everyone
just
played.
want to see just
Did-
R-wing fights.
I want
Is
to
that too much to ask?
I want Landmaster and on foot. I would love that.
That's the only reason That's why I didn't get Star Fox 64 3DS or whatever, because it didn't have all.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I like Crystal.
What's
She's
that
a-
got to do with? Doesn't got to do with anything.
It has-
I just wanted them to see new Star
She's a
Fox.
female. It's nice to have a freaking female in a group of testosterone.
I know.
Nah.
Are you gay?
Yeah, yeah, he is. He likes to just look at,
Gay
like,
for
male
Star Fox.
frogs and male rabbits. He likes his furries just as much as he
If I had
likes,
to compare health to any Star Fox character, it's Slippy. Bar none.
Is that bad that I was expecting that?
Help! Max, help!
Oh
Help!
Odin's Peppy, and then Chris would be Falco. That works
So
well.
then TM's Crystal, we got it.
No, I'm kidding.
Actually, that
No wonder
works.
Health doesn't like Crystal. No wonder. No, technically... Never mind.
Games of Andros.
Okay.
So
So
I think
Nintendo's-
Falco was like perfect for me. I was like, man, if they don't
Nintendo A plus.
A, solid A here.
Nintendo's bringing an Armada. So.
I would say probably A. I'm not gonna go A.
This is 2010 all over again, and I'm excited.
Except we didn't expect any of that, which was awesome.
Analog GoldenEye Wii. It's so good. Everything else after GoldenEye Wii. No.
Oh, you're talking about for James Bond?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the last good James Bond
My
game.
prediction: Nintendo wins E3. So.
Yep.
Even though they're technically not really there.
Though I really
like
hope
press.
that. Okay.
Best game at E3 still probably will be Watch Dogs though.
No, I'm saying 3D Mario is going
3D
to blow our
Mario,
mind.
maybe.
I think it's going to blow our mind.
Mm-hmm.
Super
it's
Mario
new.
Universe. Fuck.
I mean, if Watch Dogs had been new this year, it's this. I guess it's the shock factor at this point. I still think Watch Dogs would be the best looking
Game.
game.
So, I'm going to throw up a small little tidbit. What is HD Mario gonna look like?
Colorful.
It's gonna look like Mario.
He's gonna look like a real plumber. You're gonna see that plumber's crack in full action.
That'd be hilarious. Like the most realistic looking Mario you could ever think of. He's like got gross like pimples all over his face, a big bushy mustache,
big cigar
like
hanging out
sagging
his mouth.
eyes because he's just so tired of saving the princess.
Now he can talk. Hey, princess!
It's still just gonna be Mario. It's not gonna be.
Here we go.
Here we go, princess. Say, where you going? Let's go get some lasagna.
You're having fun with that, aren't you?
A little bit.
Then it won't just be PETA on Nintendo's butt.
They'll fire the dude who does his voice now. Like, no, people don't want high pitched. Here we go. No. They
Here we
want
go.
New York, New Jersey sounding Mario.
Oh.
You got a fucking problem?
I really hope not.
Oh.
Oh, that was perfectly timed.
The death of Mario.
Yes, then all of a sudden he just picks up like a gun that has like a plumber's like the plunger at the end of it. That's the gun.
Take me out with bullets.
I take you out with plunges.
Say hello, my little friend.
You know how many pipes I jumped down to get here, you fucks?
Yoshi's a tank.
No, Mario rides out on a giant dinosaur in like the Jurassic Park roar.
Oh no, it's like Conquer.
Never played
He has
that.
to eat an acorn and he parachutes out of buildings.
An exploding building. Come on.
And it's not just exploding building. The ground's got to be exploding too. It's got to be like a Michael Bay film. Just just falling explosions everywhere.
Then you have Optimus Prime. No, Optimus Prime plays as Yoshi.
As he's hopping out of the window, the 007 theme plays the doo 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 doo.
Oh, so many
Pulls out a
ridiculous
flamethrower.
I love me.
We're having too much fun. We are having so much fun with this.
So I'm excited for 3D Mario.
I
know, man.
am.
After talking about all the possibilities, man, I'm hyped.
I'm sorry, if they show that 3D Mario, I flip out.
One thing I want from the new 3D Mario is not so linear based gameplay like what Galaxy was. I'm hoping
Yeah,
for a
I'd want
big
more of
open
an
world.
adventure. I want it to feel like an adventure.
And I think, and I made a good case to Health and TM before. I think I said it to Odin too. But I made a good point of why that probably is going to happen this time around. The reason why the Wii didn't is because of the limited RAM that they had on it. So basically, now with like 2 gigs of RAM, well, 1 technically, they don't have that limitation anymore, so they can do whatever they want. So
Well, hopefully that
Yeah.
works. I'm hoping. I just don't want it to be all straight up too easy. I want it so I have to use a little bit of my brain. Like, not enough to the point where I have to derp out.
See, it's
Yeah.
still made for kids.
I know, but it still should require some thinking.
yeah, but kids love to explore. Like my little sister just likes to goof around in levels and look around at stuff. Don't give me this that little kids like to walk on a straight line because that's boring.
One of my favorite, like the reason Banjo Kazooie is one of my favorite games as far as platformers go is because you actually have to figure out, and it's not that you have to figure it out because it's so difficult. They subtly hint at you what you have to do.
That's because that was made in the age where games still didn't hold your hand like they do now.
Super Guide much?
But it's because it's not even that, it's just it was so, and you can't say, Super Guide was put in for really, to me, really young kids or older people who have never played games.
It's insulting.
Mario
to us.
still, it's not insulting because I barely ever see
I
it.
recently hit
But-
it once.
Oh, I've done it just to see how it works, but it really, those subtle hints in games. You know what I mean?
That's-
They'll be like, go over here and look here, and you might be able to see
That's
it.
what I mean. Like, I miss the subtlety.
I'm just
behind-
saying that the difference between Galaxy and 64 is Galaxy, you can just walk straight and you'll eventually find the star, whereas 64,
You had to
they
read a
give you
sign.
hint. Here's a huge open level.
There's many
Good,
missions.
find it.
Have fun.
Oh, and you could find the other ones while you're here too.
That was
Like
an
that's
awesome
the
feature.
difference. Like that's cool. I'm not saying there was anything wrong with Galaxy's formula in that sense. I'm just saying that
I am.
it's the thing is it's 2D Mario but 3D.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the problem.
Exactly.
Right.
What's your grades for Nintendo Final? Mine's A+.
A's.
I already gave it A+.
What about Chris? That's what I'm kind of curious.
I said A. I think I'm alright giving it an A. I don't want to give it an A+ yet.
I don't
because,
believe in the
again,
plus or minus system, so A for me.
And for
What's
me,
the point of giving it a letter grade?
Huh? Well, there's A, B, C, D, and E, and F.
Let's just give it a number grade, 90 or 100.
No,
No.
we've given everything else a letter grade. No.
I know. I'm just trolling.
if this is good and I'm not doing it. Anyway,
You can't. It's too difficult.
I know. Yeah. But
Anyways.
for me, I'm going to give them maybe an A- because they can go up or down from there.
Okay. Yep.
If they show off promising stuff, what they all promised, and more, then... I mean, not a whole lot more. Maybe one or two surprises. I'm set.
I mean, the thing is, we can talk about pre-E3 forever. That's the problem. I mean, we're already at like an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh shit, no
Yeah.
way.
I know.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
So,
we are.
Oh.
so we're gonna have to wrap this up, I think.
I think
Yeah.
I just want to mention one last thing before we wrap it up because we didn't really get to it. How about Saints Row 4 and Grand Theft Auto?
okay, moving on.
I'm excited for Grand Theft Auto 5, don't get me wrong. But it's just a game that I'll see when I get there.
Grand Theft Auto 5 I'm really hyped on because I hope they're going back to like the San Andreas days because I really loved San Andreas. That was my favorite.
Yeah, it was my Vice City was my
Who's
favorite.
making Saints Row 4?
Forget.
Rockstar?
No.
No.
Oh.
It was
my bad.
THQ, but now it's,
Well, I know that. That's why I
don't
asked
want
who's
to say Sega.
making
I
it.
don't want to say Sega, but
probably
rings a
Activision or
bell.
something.
no. So,
Anyway, let's wrap this up.
alright, so.
And there's also Batman Arkham Origins as well.
Oh yeah.
So many games. So many
That's a
games.
game.
Just... We'll talk more about it next
Leave
week
your
when we do
thoughts
this.
on the forums, of course. Go to BOTemzUp.webs.com, and there's a whole E3 section, but there's also gaming news once E3 is over and done with. But for now, the E3 section. Just leave any. There's a E3 speculation topic there. If you want to make a new topic, go nuts. Like, it's gonna be fun. And make sure you're on Bottoms Up when we do the whole streaming thing. We're gonna be streaming pre and post shows.
Should be good stuff.
We'll be doing a pre and post show of that too, I believe. And maybe during, I'm not sure. Bottoms up. Go to bottomsup.webs.com.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This was Pre-E3 Talk
Boop,
with
boop,
Bottoms Up,
boop, boop,
where we
boop,
told you about
boop,
games that might or might not even be announced. We don't even know 100%. Most of them, I think that we talked about, went over. We're good to
Yeah,
go.
we talked about everything.
Right.
We even talked about Elder Scrolls Online. Whatever.
Nah, well, nobody PC games here. Nobody PC
Oh,
games.
you're
are-
cutting. I was
hey.
gonna say.
Chris, shut up.
Yeah,
Guys, it's almost 2 hours. Let's go.
I know.
that's good. No, it'll be a good episode. Woo, it'll be fun to edit too.
Rate, subscribe, do all the good stuff.
And I'm
Yeah,
Helfinator.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting to be able to
Hey,
say
let's,
it.
let's all mix it up. I'm Helfinator.
I'm TM Sonic.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm Shots Rocks.
And Helf is obviously not here.
Health
Health-
is doing what Odin Spec 33
Oh,
used
I'm
to
Odin,
do.
Odin Spec 33A.
See
Anyway,
Till next time.
you
Bottoms
guys
up.
later. Woo, rate, subscribe. Do it.
bye-bye.
You know you want to.